Okay, sir.
Okay, I am Dr. Poojari Pradhan. I am Chief Operating Officer for Excelsior Education Society's group of institution. KC College of Engineering and Management Studies and Research, Thane, is one of the institutions under Excelsior's. KC College is one of the most reputed and very old engineering college in the Thane and Mumbai region. And the alumni have been very successful and highly placed, with successful entrepreneurs, successful corporate leaders, cricketers, international artists and cine artists coming out of this campus.
We have good infrastructure for academic enhancement, which includes Wi-Fi campus, industry-powered labs, computer-assisted lab for improving communication skills of students for global market, ample classrooms, green library having digital resources in the form of journals, videos, and spacious auditorium. For extracurricular activities, we have volleyball court, cricket pitch, gymkhana for indoor games, gymnasium for physical exercise, and a herbal garden.
I'm working here from last 15 years and it is a great journey working in this college. Our college always encourages us to participate for technical, administrative and research activities to overall development of the student and faculty.
We believe in the holistic development of a student. Being in a technical institute, we try our student to profile in technical arena by participating in various international and national workshops and seminars. Apart from this, we try to inculcate social and ethical values by making them participate in Rotary clubs, YRC, that is Youth Red Cross, NSS, adopting a village and making a great social connect.
We conduct bridge courses to overcome industry-academia gap. Our students undergo various internship program and placement program which make them industry ready. We have very strong alumni connect. Our alumni are in companies like Microsoft, TCS, Infosys, which give our students insight in companies and to make them aware of cutting edge technology.
Okay, so at KC College of Engineering and Management Studies, we have 3 undergraduate courses and 1 postgraduate course. The undergraduate courses are Bachelor of Engineering for Computer Science, for Information Technology, Electronics and Telecommunication, and the postgraduate program is for Management, that is called as MMS, Master in Management Studies. So at KC College, we have a very good mix of old experienced staff as well as some young industry exposed staff, and they work together to make our academic curriculum very robust and very industry inclusive.
Starting a career with good job is a dream for all the students who take admission in professional studies.
We call it a journey from campus to corporate. We apply collaborative approach in working with the industry by signing MOUs in various verticals like automation, IoT, mobile technology, software development, etc. We have established a learning and development center at our college by observation of industrial trends, where we call up industries to train our students in various verticals. These verticals are including mobile technology, software development, etc. Holistically, the entire process is called multi-track skilling model. We have also removed the boundaries from the college so that students can go and explore the corporate culture and understand it by doing internship, working on live projects, having hands-on experience on certain projects, etc. So the entire process and concept is to help them placed at various and good companies. Thank you.
Okay, to talk about our achievements, we have a very long list of accolades which won't be possible to tell here, but to sum up few of the recent ones. January 2019, we have received ICON Award for Academic Excellence for Engineering stream. Then this year, May 31st, we received a Midday Award of Excellence in Academics for our Engineering as well as Management program. The same award we had received in 2018 as well for our Engineering program. And then the Worldwide Achievers Association has credited us with some of the innovations in education. Then coming to the Entrepreneur Development Cell is one of the strongest cell in our department, and it has achieved second position at India level competition organized by IIT Bombay. Then our 4 to 5 teams have been at the national level of Smart India Hackathon for the last 3 consecutive years. So these are some of the recent accolades, I would say. However, the list goes quite.
At EDC, we promote the spirit of entrepreneurship within the students who are aspiring to become entrepreneurs, enhancing their skills and encouraging them to solve basic societal problems related to environment and healthcare and agriculture, using the latest technologies like IoT, AI and machine learning. KCECL is associated with many industries and healthcare centers to whom consultancies have been provided. We now have several entrepreneurs with successful startups within the campus and outside the campus. Our college has developed a full-fledged incubation center where budding entrepreneurs are nurtured to become self-employable first and then successful entrepreneurs. Thank you.
So like the spectacular track record we have in the past, we would also like to make a mark in the future. To sum up some of the future plans, I would say that we already have a full-fledged incubation center running in the campus. However, we would like to extend this facility to the people outside who have very strong ideas and innovative ideas on which they would like to work, and we would like to come up with more incubation centers in Thane and Mumbai region. Secondly, I would like to see KC College grow up as a reputed skill center in the Thane and Mumbai region. We would also like to collaborate, and we are working for it, with foreign universities for dual degree program. And the last thing that we are working right now is on getting a full-fledged autonomy for our institute.
A very good morning to all of you. This is Professor Rajiv Iyer from KC College of Engineering and Management Studies and Research, Thane. Welcome to the day 2 of Engineering is Fun. Hope you enjoyed a lot in day 1, introducing to the world of IoT, social engineering attacks, sneak peek into creating a 3D game, and developing a mobile application. Allow me to speak a few lines about KC College. This is the only college to have an MSME approved business incubator in the entire Thane region. Here, we intend to give a plethora of opportunities to students from corporate jobs to their own startups. The startup and innovation ecosystem in KC College has been nurtured since a long time. We have a dedicated entrepreneurship development cell which has industry advisors and alumni on board to guide the students on projects they undertake. We have a long list of successful startups by our alumni, and they actively mentor our current students. Our KC cell has also bagged the second position in National Entrepreneurship Challenge by IIT Bombay in 2018. Now I'll start with my topic, which is line follower robot. So let's understand what is a line follower robot. So the line follower robot is a mobile machine that can detect and follow the line drawn on the floor. Generally, the path is predefined and can be either visible like a black line on a white surface, or with a highly contrasted, or it can be invisible like a magnetic field. Now, in our case, we have a line follower robot which follows the white line. So the surface will have a white line at the center and black strips on either sides. Now here we have to maneuver this particular robot to help it to keep at the center, that is, it should only follow the white line. Now, how does this happen? We have a few sensors. If you can see the robot at the front of it, there are a few lights glowing. So these are the LEDs which are placed, which hit the ground, that is this black and white surface, and then the light is reflected back depending on the color on which it hits. So let's understand line follower in detail, and first and foremost, we'll understand the applications of it. So where do we use line follower robots? So line follower robots are used in industrial shop floors where it has to follow a straight line, and then it might pick and place some products or things like that. Then apart from this, we have healthcare applications, various other industrial applications, as well as home applications. Now getting into the details of the line follower robot. So this is how the sensor looks like. So we have a red LED transmitter along with a phototransistor. So the red LED transmitter transmits the light on the surface, which is reflected back and which is received by the phototransistor. Now, phototransistor, depending on the amount of light falling on it or reflected back from the surface, it will either give us a high analog voltage or a low analog voltage. Now, we know that white color reflects light and black color absorbs light. So accordingly, the light, when it falls on the white patch, it reflects back high analog voltage, and when the light falls on the black surface, the phototransistor receives less light, which gives in turn less or low analog voltage. Now this is a better picture where you see the red light emitting light, and then the reflected light is again falling on the phototransistor, and accordingly, based on the leakage current, the corresponding voltage gets developed. This is the sensor what we are talking about. We have a group of 3 sensors placed at the front of this particular robot. The robot, by the way, is called as a Password Detonation robot. Now, initially, based on the black and white surface, we need to write programs into the robot to read the analog values and then read them and display on the LED. Now, this is the basic idea of how to program it. Let's say you call the white surface as W and the black surface as B, and then based on the three sensor values, you decide a threshold. So this threshold will indicate up till how much the particular sensor can put with the black or white values. This is the formula for this. Then further, while this robot starts moving, it can encounter various cases. So what is the ideal scenario which we want over here? If you can see this three sensors, one at the left, one at the center, and one at the right. Now, ideally, we want that this center sensor should follow the white line at the center. So this is the surface or the strip which I was just talking about. So it has black surfaces on either sides and a white strip at the center. And the job of this particular robot is to uh, fit or follow this particular white line only and not deviate to the black surface. So whenever the robot tries to deviate away from this white surface, accordingly the correction action is taken, or it is programmed into it rather. And the correction action is either it moves a soft right or it moves a soft left. Now, what do you mean by soft right or soft left? Is it just takes or it just moves right by a few degrees. Complete right will mean moving by 90 degree, but then here soft right means it just moves by a few degrees. So let's take the first case where the center sensor is on the left black strip. So in this case, we understand that it's to move to the right. In the next case, again it will move to the right. This is the ideal case where it just has to go straight, not moving to the left or right. So this is ideally what we want, case 3. Then case 4 is when the center sensor is to the right strip, in which case it has to move to the left. Same over here, it is still somewhat in between the black and white strips, so still there is scope to move left. So these are the various cases which the robot has to face. So based on this, we maneuver the robot left. So let's see an actual demonstration of how this is being done. So this is the line follower robot. We have placed it on the strip. If you see the strip, it has black on either sides and the white strip at the center. And if you see, the LED light is continuously falling on the black and white surfaces. Now, if you see, the robot is slightly taking a right turn or a left turn. Based on the color of the strip, it is automatically maneuvering itself and trying to keep itself at the white surface only. So that was about a line follower robot. And this line follower robot or the fireword robot is part of our Yantra, which is a lab sponsored by IIT Bombay. So we are among the very few colleges who are lucky to have a lab sponsored by IIT Bombay. Thank you. And over to Dr. Shubha.
Thank you so much, sir. So I would like to introduce myself before starting with my talk. Myself, Shobha Tyagi, Associate Professor, KC College of Engineering and Management Studies and Research. So before starting with this, I would like to share my screen. And before starting with my talk, I would like to give a brief introduction about some of the highlights we inculcate at KC College of Engineering and Management Studies and Research. So I hope my screen is visible. Well, before starting with my topic on password detonation, I would like to share a few highlights, and it includes that KC College Engineering is proud about its industry institute interaction and various MOUs, which are actually giving our students a real exposure of the real world. We are proud to have that we are having an internship of 100% so that internship experience is fully aligned with the student's area of interest. And to further strengthen this industry institute interaction, we are fully aligned and equipped with the state-of-the-art laboratories, to name a few like eCell, eYantra, robotics lab, and IoT lab, to name a few. So these are the few highlights we inculcate at our college to elevate the ideas, to conduct the workshop pertaining to the contemporary topics, so that students can have the real exposure to work in the team spirit. These are the pillars of our eCell entrepreneur cell. So these team members we are having along with our mentors. So these are the best practices we try to inculcate at our KC College of Engineering, so that research and talent are bundled together. So now I would like to start with my topic, that is detonating the passwords. And here we will try to find that in this world full of security lacunas, what various security lacunas we have, and we will try to exploit some of the few. So here during my hands-on, I will be just showing you one of the various famous network scanner tool, that is Wireshark. And using this Wireshark tool, which is freely available to any of us, how we can just breach the security of the normal users, the normal unaware users. So before starting with this hands-on, I would like to give a virtual tour of the fake elements we are surrounded with. So I will be just showing you with a set of clips to you people. If you feel that you can correlate, you can very well type the response in the chat box. So the very first impression which comes by looking at this image is that we are trying to have some snacks at KFC, but it actually has been illusioned with the RFC, because everything has been presented to us in the manner that we are resembling it exactly as KFC. So in this world of ostentatious elements, anybody can be befooled by making very small changes. The very first impression which we have looking at this image is Nike. While with a small random change of a letter, it is exactly marring the brand, its value, its quality. The very first thing which we are getting is Pizza Hut, because everything, even ambience, the color structure, the formatting has been that we are taking it as Pizza Hut. Again, we may be marred by this fact that we are actually visiting KFC, while in actual, it is some other brand. So by being slightly alert and observant, maybe we can just protect ourselves, maybe in the online, maybe in the offline world like this. The first impression which comes by looking at the image is Puma. While actually we have been presented with something is some different brand as Numa. Most of us would be taking it as Adidas. while actually it is a fake element by closely resembling it to Adidas. Again, the very first conception which we conceive out of looking at this image is McDonald's, because the color structure, its ambience has been presented to us in the manner that we will be taking it as McDonald. Well, as you can see in the picture, there has been a slight jumbling of the world. But we can commonly be befooled, spoofed like this. Crocs, we would be taking it as, although it is another brand, Cox, which may not be replicating with its quality and price. Nike, while we have been presented with as Thane. This we might take it as Adidas. This penny semig, which has been shown to us, actually it is closely resembling to Panasonic, which is again a form of duplicacy. And this duplicacy, we might take it as an original brand. You know, we have seen this particular brand name that we would definitely be taking this Nokia as Nokia, because this image has totally been mapped onto our mind. So the very first thing which we see is, looking at the images, this belongs to the family of Nokia. You know, everything has been imperfected in the manner that we would be taking this as Johnny Walker having the red label brand. Well, you know, something has been spoofed by adding some character or by removing some characters, or maybe there had been some jumbling of characters. The very first impression which comes looking at the image is Transcend, while actually it is some different brand. So we might be just compromised with the quality we actually perceive out of Transcend pen drives. Dolce & Gabbana, a very popular international brand, a very opulent brand. So when its summer collection released in 2016, here whatever this Arabic Urdu font you are seeing, actually it was written as I was there. But the people who are smartly creative in their craft, they have creatively replaced I was there with this Arabic font, and maybe they are able to produce the hefty money out of this. Because we people, as you know, common consumer, if slightly we are unaware, we might not notice these small changes in the commonly available brands, and we may pay huge amount of money for duplicate brands because we are confused with the actual perception we found in the original brands. So after just having a virtual tour of these offline fake elements we are surrounded with, we are enveloped with, let us see, are we having some security lacunas which we are properly enveloped with, and we are taking them as, you know, that real elements. So Amazon.com is a very common website which is like known to all of us. So this lowermost website, Amazon.com, is the perfect one. But if some attacker is planning to have some attack, then he might change this O with 0. And if you're not alert enough, if you're not vigilant enough, you might take this above website as the real one. Maybe you are clicking over here and you are entering your sensitive information, and it may amount you huge. So whenever you're finding something suspicious, something abnormal, it is highly advisable, don't click onto that. Don't just submit your information, because it could be paying you huge. in terms of your locking of data, or maybe in terms of money. Because nowadays, during this 2020, in this difficult time of COVID-19, there has been enormous amount of ransomware attacks. And it has hugely been influenced because we people are slightly unaware. We have not updated ourselves. We are not vigilant ourselves around the happenings in the form of attacks, in the form of our updations. This particular website, it has been maligned by adding some suspicious characters. Like as you can see over here, this normal website says as http which.co.uk. So it is a very common and popular website in the UK. But an attacker could have surpassed the reality and the security alerts of this website by changing this W as with some special character. And if we are not alert, maybe we can simply bypass the security breaches. So whenever you're finding something suspicious like this, don't ever just rely on them. And if it is possible, try to report to the authorities so that if I'm aware enough, at least I can protect other people that they don't fall in these honey traps. So after just experiencing all these security lacunas, let me just take you to the world of online communications once again. And there I will try to show you that how I can capture some confidential information, maybe in the form of some username password, or maybe if I'm having some online transactions, maybe I can steal your sensitive information. So this Wireshark is basically a network protocol analyzer tool where we can analyze our surroundings, our networks, what has been happening. So here I will be showing you, this is a tool, that is network analyzer tool. So here I have been given the various interfaces. Since I am connected with the Wi-Fi, I will be choosing it. So after choosing this particular interface, now you can see onto my screen, I will be flooded with the various packets which I am surrounded with onto my network. Means these type of packets I am sending and receiving. So as we can see over here, these are the, that ID of my packets. This is the timestamp I am having corresponding to sending and receiving of these packets. And these packets are being transferred from this source to these destinations. And whatever packets are exchanged between these source and destination, following are the underlying protocols with this particular length and information. That means I can very well just ascertain myself what type of information is being sent and received. Okay, that was the view that it is giving me what has been happening in my network. Now suppose I just log in into a website, a random website. If I have opened this particular website, as I can see, looking at this particular address bar, I am getting to know this particular website is not secured. That means if I am just entering some information, some confidential information, it can anytime be hacked. It can be taken away and could be used for some malpractices. But if suppose I'm not an alert user, I'm unaware of these trivial things, and suppose I'm entering my username and password. This is a random username name I'm entering over here because I'm not a registered user in this particular website. So suppose credentials is the password I'm entering over here, and I know after submitting this particular information, I will be given with some this message that I am not the authenticated one. I know because I'm not the registered user. Let us see, has this information been captured by my this Wireshark analyzer tool? So let me just go to my analyzer tool, and if I am choosing my protocol filter as HTTP, so if I'm choosing this one, because this is the protocol with which we as client and server can communicate. So suppose this particular index.php is my page onto which I submitted my information as shobhagrow@gmail.com, and credential was the password I entered. So can we just see over here that index.php was a web page which got the information through this post method of HTTP. So HTTP is a protocol which is responsible for submitting my information with this page as index.php. And this has captured my all information. That's sometimes back I log into this particular website, and I posted my credentials as shobhagrow@gmail.com as my email, which I just shown you that this particular email I entered onto my website. And the password I entered was credentials. Yes, it is actually the same I entered. That means if I am careless about my surroundings, I may be hugely in pain. And this was one of the view that my confidential information is at stake. Similarly, I am having another tool as an extension of web browser where I will just making you see that whatever keystroke I just entered from my keyboard onto the screen, they all have been captured. So few moment back, if I have taken some lecture and we had some keystroke from my keyboard, everything has been available from here. That means all these username passwords. So if I just go to some cyber cafe and I am unaware of this type of tools, I could be breached with my security. Anybody can take my credentials in the form of credit card. Suppose I had some online transactions, so it can hugely be captured by any attacker and could be used in any of the way they want. So the crux of this talk is that whenever we are trying to make ourselves online, the best practice you can follow is that make yourself alert, make yourself updated, because all these small cringes can pay you huge. Similarly, just the way I told you that keylogger is also one of the extension of the web browser which could breach our privacy. So these are the few tips I would like to share with you as a part of getting secured communication. That whenever you are entering some confidential information, please try to check that HTTPS has been there, not HTTP. Because once S has been appended, efforts have been put by the underlying protocol that your communication will be secured. Whatever information you are sending, it has not been sent in the plain text. It has been transformed so that attacker is not having the idea what has been sent. So by being slight vigilant and observant, maybe we can just alleviate these unwelcoming and unforthcoming situations. So since HTTPS is not the underlying protocol, don't allow yourself, don't allow your soul to enter the confidential information. Because the conclusion is because somebody might be waiting for my wrong actions, and harnessing those vulnerabilities, I could take away my confidential data, my sensitive information, which I must not share with anybody as somebody who is stranger or who might come as attacker. So before winding up with my session, this is the Guru mantra I want to just share with you so that you can stop yourself from being encroached. Always make yourself updated and be in the alert mode. And whenever it is possible, if you find something suspicious, always report to the authorities. Always make that particular trap reported to all so that other people don't fall in the same honey hole. That's all from my side. I hope you had some vision regarding your security. So with this, I would like to end my session. And before ending with my session, I would like to introduce our next speaker, Dr. Paulami Das, who would be envisaging you further into the world of artificial intelligence. So over to Paulami ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Good, good morning to all of you. This is Paulami Das from KC College of Engineering and Management Studies and Research. KC is known for remarkable number of value-added courses in emerging technologies to strengthen the students' technical knowledge and prepare them better for their dream field. Apart from strong academic curriculum for the prescribed syllabus, KC offers value-added courses in artificial intelligence, robotics, blockchain, data science, Internet of Things, and in association with MSME too, in addition to many others. Today, I will talk to you on artificial intelligence and its various application. So let's head into the world of artificial intelligence. As the name suggests, artificial intelligence is making the machines and computers as intelligent as human beings. In other words, we can say that artificial intelligence emphasizes the creation of intelligent machines that can work and react like human beings. Artificial intelligence has spreaded its flanks in each and every area of human life, from healthcare to transport, agriculture, education, finance, e-commerce, entertainment, social media, and many more. So now let's look into some real-time applications of artificial intelligence. I will start by most prevailing banking sectors. Banking sectors are revolutionized with the use of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence helps them to protect the customers from credit card frauds. Like when they want to purchase something using their credit card, instead of using one-time password, some banks has enabled the fingerprint or the eye blink methods, which will enable the customer to use their eye blink or eye contact with the mobile camera or the laptop camera while paying using his or her credit card to purchase something, instead of using the one-time password, which can easily be hacked by someone else who can access his or her mobile phone or laptop. Of course, another thing which banking sectors can do using artificial intelligence and also doing, that is predictive analysis. So now what is predictive, what type of predictive analysis banking sectors are doing using artificial intelligence? We all know that recently Vijaya Bank, Dena Bank and Bank of Baroda got merged and became the one Bank of Baroda. So once they think that let's merge and they merge, thing is not like that. they did the predictive analysis that if they merge, they will gain more and more profit. That is why they merged. So this is how the artificial intelligence is helping banking sectors. Another huge application of artificial intelligence in banking sector is using chatbot. We have, if we are using HDFC Bank has a chatbot named Eva. She is capable of handling 3 million of customers at a time, and she is able to give the answers to all the queries of the customers about loan and about opening bank account and closing bank account, transferring bank account, updating the address, and so on. So instead of going to the bank, we can do all those things using the artificial intelligence, using the app, using the chatbot from our home, right? And also we do not need to wait for the customer support system. So we can do it, and we can get our answer of our queries using the chatbot Eva when we are using HDFC Bank account, right? Next, I am moving to the application of artificial intelligence in marketing. So when we buy the products from Amazon or Myntra, we are unable to try it on us, right? So suppose I am going to buy an earring from Amazon, I am unable to see that how it will look on me, right? But nowadays, few online apps like Cartline, which is a partnership of Tanish, has enabled an app which is able to make you try the products virtually, right? Here you can see this woman is buying this earring, and virtually she is able to see how this earring will look on her, right? So it is not it interesting? So I think in our future days, Amazon, Myntra, and all other online shops will use it, right? And also consumers on the web can purchase products by taking photo of it. Many firms like CampFind has already started doing it, right? Next, I am moving to another application of artificial intelligence in agriculture. In agriculture, artificial intelligence helped to build smart farm, to monitor smartly, to plan smartly, to control smartly our harvesting system, right? A firm called Blue River Technology has created a robot known as See and Spray. You can see this image of Blue River Technology, which is using object detection technique of artificial intelligence to control and spray weedicide on cotton plants, right? Another firm, PEAT, is developing an application known as Plantix, which checks defects and nutrient deficiencies in the soil and abnormalities in plants using images. Hence, uploading those images on the app, they can find out the solution for the diseases of the plants. Here you can see of that procedure image, right? Now I am moving to the application of artificial intelligence in gaming. We all like to drive car, right? So we all like to play video game. We all like to drive cars virtually. So artificial intelligence is used to build up those gaming applications. A gaming application was implemented by DeepMind. DeepMind is a sister concern of IBM, which has developed a game that defeated chess champ Garry Kasparov. Another example is that First Encounter Assault Recon, which is a first-person shooter video game. Is not it great? I always say I was the first knowledge worker whose job was threatened by a machine. This nice line was said by Garry Kasparov, the chess champion. Next, I am moving to the application of artificial intelligence in space exploration. So you can see here the Kepler telescope image. which is identifying a solar planet system, right? And this is an image of Mars 2020 rover. It is also known as Aegis and is already on Mars. The rover is used to target cameras for performing investigations on Mars. So the person who wants to pursue their career, or who are interested in astronomy, who wants to head into ISRO or NASA, obviously engineering is the right career for you, so that you can you can implement, you can make yourself as an expert of artificial intelligence and make your dream come true. Now I am moving to the application of artificial intelligence in self-driving car. In case of self-driving car, all the phenomena is to, the techniques is to using the cameras, GPS, vehicle radars, and cloud services, the automated car performs. You can see here that this car is finding that here is another car. So this is an object which it should avoid. So it will follow the straight line to run, right? So suppose, let's take an example of automated car which is trying to reach the destination at minimum amount of time and minimum amount of fuel also, obviously. So it will try to follow the shortest path to reach the destination from the source. So if it is following the shortest path and it comes to know that following that path, it is making the car to reach the destination in more amount of time because of traffic jam maybe. So from the next day onwards, that car will try to avoid that path. Why? Because it will learn from the past experience that this path will lead to it to huge traffic jam. So it will try to follow some other path which will make it to reach the destination in minimum amount of time, and also acceptable amount of fuel. So this is how automated car performs, right? Next, I am moving to the application of artificial intelligence in education. And obviously, it is huge experiment of teacher and artificial intelligence collaboration. It will be excellent, right? And when a teacher is handling more and more students, like 200 students at a time, it is obviously not possible for the teacher to evaluate and to look after each and every student. But artificial intelligence can help them in this regard. Differentiated and individualized learning can be performed and can help the teacher, which is an application, or which is a crop of artificial intelligence. Obviously, when we are teaching, universal access for all students is another crop of artificial intelligence. And of course, the students outside the classroom, beyond the class time, students can chat with some chatbot and get the answers of their queries before the exam night when your teacher is not available. The chatbot representative from your teacher's side can help you to meet up the query of your questions, answer, and can give the answer of your questions, right? Another application of artificial intelligence in education sector is where people with the people having disabilities, right? So when a people is unable to hear, then using artificial intelligence, such software has already been designed that, so when I am talking, the people who are unable to hear, my speech, my words will be converted to them and converted to some text which he or she can see and understand my talk, right? Similar things can happen when I am talking. I am trying to make you understand something. I am talking in English, but it may happen that someone is following me who does not understand English. Then my words, my speech will be converted in his or her understandable language, and then it will be represented to him or her so that she or he can understand my talk entirely, right? Next, I am moving to the application of artificial intelligence in business, right? Suppose we are going to purchase something from Japan, and the customer support system, the girl who is helping me to buy the product, does not understand English, and I also do not understand Japanese. So when I will talk to her, my words will be converted into Japanese language, and the person from the customer support team, she will listen to it in Japanese language, and finally the conversation will happen, and I will be able to purchase the product which I want very smoothly. Is not it great? Obviously, now we can think about some like Amazon. When we are purchasing some shirt or pant from Amazon, you can see that some new other shirts, other pants are getting recommended. Here I have shown an example. When I have bought a digital camera, this camera bag, memory card, this belt, and all these accessories related to camera were recommended to me. Why? Because same type of things are kept in same clusters. So when I am buying the camera, all the other things which are along which belongs to the and another thing is to using chatbot, right? So when we try to purchase something, and when we try to get the customer support system help, then chatbot can help us. In this pandemic situation, all the companies are running with minimum amount of employees. In that case, chatbot can help us and can give the answers of our queries instantly, and the customers do not need to wait for so long to get the answer of our queries. Okay, so in our everyday life, all these are the things which are the crops of artificial intelligence, and we are using. This is smart tiffin box. Smart tiffin box is that which has the capability to warm up your food when you at a specific time and when you are around the lunch box. Okay, and this is obviously the smart door lock. We have Redmi 360-degree camera. When there is some baby or some aged person in our family, and he or she is staying at home and we are at office, then obviously how she or he is moving at home, we can watch it from our office. That is an application of artificial intelligence. And of course, dishwashing machine or the cloth washing machine, how much amount of surf excel and how much amount of water is needed, for how much amount of clothes or how much amount of dishes to wash, that can be decided by the machines itself, and leading to the result of not wasting water. Okay, next, the smartphone. We all obviously habituated to clicking selfies, right? When we click selfies, some square-like images come to square-like pictures comes on our face. Why it comes? Because our mobile phone photo capturing system is so enabled that it is capable of recognizing our face. So when we are clicking selfie, it is concentrating on our face. Okay, so in this way, we can build up a smart home, smart hotels, smart industries, and obviously leading to the result of smart cities. Now I have talked to you about clustering, putting the same things in a same cluster. So let me show you an example of that. I will show you basically two examples. One of that is this. Using this website, we can cluster our own data. This is the grocery store data which I have used. Here I have clicked picture of the grocery things which I have bought for this month, and this is showing how many what are the things I have bought, and what are the different and similar type of things are kept in same classes, and how much percentage of a similar product I have bought for this month. So using this website, you can also cluster your grocery list. Yeah, and of course, if suppose you want to help your family, but you can click pictures of your clothes which are going to laundry. So when it will come back, you can see that how many percentage of pants were there, how many percentage of shirts are there, because all those shirts will be kept in one cluster, pants will be kept in one cluster. So this is how you can also implement implement a software, implement and some example of clustering using this website and help your family. Now let me go back to my presentation. I am moving to the application of artificial intelligence in healthcare. Nowadays, in this pandemic situation, application of artificial intelligence in healthcare is very, very much important. Why? First of all, we are in need of telemedicine. Next one is obviously nanorobots, which helps the doctors to operate some very small tumors using some very small tumors using some nanorobots. It is an application of artificial intelligence. And of course, medical chatbots. Previously, which what were the what how the system was. If we want to make appointment of a doctor, we had to go to the visit. We had to visit the nursing home or hospital. Then we were able to make the appointment. And of course, if the doctor is not available, then we are not able to do the appointment. But using chatbots, we can do the appointment through the app. Of course, when we will use that chatbot, some hospitals are using such type of chatbots which are able to determine the emergency of the patient, right? So it may happen that when you are visiting a doctor, some more critical patients is lacking behind, because you being the for doing regular checkup, you got the appointment. So medical chatbot are able to analyze emergency of your visit, and then give you appointment, fix your date of appointment, deciding on that, right? And of course, when medical data prediction, that is, now let me tell you about medical data prediction. When this pandemic situation arose in Kerala, suddenly the curve got raised because after their festival, right? Based on that analysis, some prediction was given that to in Maharashtra and in some like West Bengal, festivals should be maintained with should be maintaining the social distancing. This was done using the prediction, predicting that how the curve can rise if we did not maintain the social distancing, right? Next, automated prescription reading app. Then what is the need of automated prescription reading app? When we are unable to, some people are unable to read out English, then obviously they can read out, use some app which can convert the prescription in their local language. Then the people will be able to read the prescription very easily. And of course, the medical chatbots are nowadays getting used because to give some medicine, to suppose we are having stomachache, and in this pandemic situation we are avoiding to visit the hospitals. So some renowned doctors and some researchers, some engineers, some experts on artificial intelligence have implemented such chatbots which are giving which are prescribing some medicine, some way out which can give the patient relief based on their symptoms, right? These type of chatbots are being implemented but being designed by some renowned doctors doctors and artificial intelligence experts. Hence, it is being also used by several renowned hospitals worldwide. And also the image processing for detection of disease. I have shown here that this is some MRI images which has been segmented and the brain tumors has been located, right? Then the brain tumor has been extracted, and then size and location of the tumor in brain can help the doctor to give some medicine and try gives it will help the doctors to operate the tumor. Also, at the time of fractures, this is some CT scan images which helps the doctors after segmenting the images to find out the exact position of fracture and do the plaster based on that. Here I have shown, I am going to now show you how the intravascular ultrasound images take the pictures of artery at the time of angiography, and from that from those images we can extract the stored calcium plaque, and then this extracted calcium plaque from the segmented images can help the doctor to predict the percentage of heart attack or probability of heart attack for a particular patient. So let me execute the program for you. Now, going back to my presentation, I will explain how it is being done. In images are basically set of pixels, right? So as I told you that clustering is something like putting similar type of things at same cluster. In image segmentation, we are putting similar valued pixels in same cluster. Based on this clustering technique, we have segmented this original ultravascular image, right? This is the segmented ultravascular image, whereas this was the original intravascular ultrasound image. From this segmented image, we have extracted the calcium plaque which is being stored in the artery, and then it has been located, and based on the arc of this calcium, doctors are able to predict the probability and percentage of heart attack for a particular patient. So I hope you have understood that how this segmentation is being done. In your chat box, this code for segmenting images has been shared. Only for if you want to segment some image, you do not need to, you may not use this intravascular ultrasound image because you may not work on that. So simply the image segmentation code only has been shared with you in chat box, and simply by changing this image name, you can put your own image at this position, and by modifying the code, little bit modification in the code, only by changing the name, only by including some other image in your code, you can perform this image segmentation. Okay. And remember one thing, for segmentation purpose, in this code we have used only grayscale images. So if you want to segment some images using this code, you have to use grayscale image. So I will conclude my presentation by saying a wonderful line by Amit Rai, pioneer of compassionate artificial intelligence movement. That is, the coming era of artificial intelligence will not be the era of war, but be the era of deep compassion, non-violence, and love. Now I have talked much about artificial intelligence, and as application of artificial intelligence, I have talked about chatbots. So now our next speaker, Mr. Vaktij Kohli, will tell you about how to implement a chatbot, how to design a chatbot. You must be wondering to design a chatbot or implementing a chatbot. So let's head into his exciting speech. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, Vaktij, you are audible.
Yes. Hello everyone and a very good afternoon. Myself Bhaktij, I'm a final year student at KC College of Engineering and a member of Entrepreneurship Cell, also known as KCCEMSR. We at ECEL believe in enhancing the skills of students so that they become self-employable and as a first step towards entrepreneurship. Our team strives for excellence at whatever we do. We take up projects from industries and try to deploy it in real time, which gives us insight into what a company or businesses need, thus improving our confidence. And in this process, students also earn while they learn. In ECEL, we arrange connections with startups and businessmen where they share their stories of failure and success. So starting with today's session, the prototype that I am going to demonstrate is based on the topic AI contextual chatbot. Said that we'll discuss what chatbots are and how contextual chatbots are different and better. In simple terms, chatbots are software applications designed to chat with humans. So most chatbots today can handle simple questions and respond with pre-built or pre-recorded responses. For example, if the user says A, it will respond with B. If the user says X, it will respond with Y and so forth. Now, contextual chatbots are more intelligent bots designed to have meaningful and personalized conversation with the use of artificial intelligence, that is AI. They can engage in flexible back and forth conversations with the user and offer more than just pre-built answers. It stores the useful data from the conversations and use it to provide better responses in future. It also knows how to respond to unexpected user utterances or command. Now, you may have used or come across different virtual assistants or chatbots like Alexa, Siri, or Google Assistants. Well, these assistants or bots are more generic, and the bot that I'm going to demonstrate to you is a more domain specific. I'm going to show a chatbot which can be used by clinics, hospitals, or by any organization in the healthcare industry. We'll test our chatbot on 3 specific tasks that are checking the availability of doctors, scheduling the appointments, and canceling it. And we'll see how it responds in different situations with different cases. Next, this is the chatbot, and as you can see, it has already sent me a greeting message. Hello, how can I help you? Now, we can also send some common messages to a bot, for example, hi, and it will respond me with some pre-recorded messages. We call them as small talks. Now, let's start with the first task, that is checking the availability of doctors. So let's say I want to know the available doctors today. So it presents me with the list of available doctors with their names and with their timings. Okay, now let's make this question a bit tricky. Let's say I want to know which all doctors are available today at or available today between, let's say, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. So with this query, the chatbot replies me with the list of available doctors, that is Dr. Mukesh Shah, as you can see in the above screen as well, in the above message as well. Dr. Mukesh Shah is the only doctor that is available from 8:30 to 12:30, that is between 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And thus it queries, it recognizes the condition that we have put forward, that is the time period. It extracts that information, it queries with the doctors, the list of the doctors that is available, and it provides me with a response. Now, let's assume a different situation. Let's say we know the name of the doctor and we want to check his availability. So, for example, let's say, is Dr. Mukesh available today at 1 p.m.? So, in this case, as you can see, the Dr. Mukesh Shah is only available from 10:30 to 12:30. That means the doctor is not available, and in this case, the chatbot recognizes that we are particularly looking for Dr. Mukesh Shah, and it responds correspondingly. Now, let's assume a different situation or the same situation with some tricky message. Like let's say now we know the name of the doctor, but we might spell it incorrectly. Let's say is Dr. Mukesh available today? So as you can see here, I have written the spelling of Dr. Mukesh or the Mukesh wrong. So let's see what chatbot replies. So chatbot actually recognize that we are talking about Dr. Mukesh Shah and responds accordingly. So this is how the chatbot takes in the messages, understand what the user was trying to say, and responds accordingly. Now let's take the next task, that is scheduling the appointment. Now let's say I want to schedule an appointment. Now it's asking me what do you want to when do you want to schedule your appointment. So it's asking me for a date. So let's say tomorrow. Now it's asking me when do you want to schedule your appointment. So it's asking me for time, like when. So we can say, let's say 11 a.m. Okay, it's asking me again for the date, 11 a.m. Okay, so now it says that your appointment is scheduled at 11 a.m. on Friday, November 27. So in this case, we ask our chatbot to schedule an appointment, and it asks us few questions regarding the date and time. And after giving the date and time, it has scheduled our appointment. Now let me just cancel this appointment. So we say cancel my appointment, and it has canceled our appointment successfully. Now let's take one more situation here. Let's say I want to schedule an appointment for tomorrow at 10 a.m. Okay. So in this case, what we have done is we have in this case, the chatbot recognizes that we have provided the date and time in the message itself. And that's why it's not asking for the date and time again, as it has asked me in the earlier case. So this is how chatbot recognizes the messages that we send, and it responds accordingly. And now let me show you a voice bot. Now let me show you a voice bot which is similar to chatbot, but the only difference is that we give voice as input here. So if I click on this button, I can click on this button to interact with the bot. So I can click on this button to interact with the bot, and if I say hello, so it's replying me with a message as well as voice. I don't know if you are be able to hear the voice that's been sent to me because I'm sharing my screen. And let's take one more situation, like cancel my last appointment. So this is how the chatbots and voice bots work. These basically text messages or voice from the user, interrupts it, and take out the useful information and perform the action accordingly. Now, these chatbots can be deployed on various platforms. I have deployed it on a website. We can deploy it on Facebook, WhatsApp, Skype, and many more as per the business needs. That's it from my side. Thank you for watching the session. I hope you enjoyed it, and you can check out this prototype at https://demo.bhaktijpalli.com/voice. And now I would like to hand over the session to Manjusha ma'am.
Thank you so much, Bhaktish. This was a fabulous session, Bhaktish. I really appreciate the wealth of knowledge and insight that you have shared today. As your teacher and your mentor, I love to see your success. Thank you so much, Bhaktish. One famous proverb you might have heard, students: that if you are planning for a future, that is, if you are planning for a year, plant a seed. If you're planning for a decade, plant a trees. But if you're planning for your lifetime, educate a people. There are many ways you can make an impact on the world, but we believe at KC that there is no greater impact that one can make than spreading an education and empowering the youngster. We always offer the students good opportunity to learn about and explore a possible future for themselves. Proudly, we are introducing the scholarship application program for the year 2020-21. This scholarship scheme will help you to provide the financial assistance in such a pandemic situation. So the students who wish to pursue their career in the field of engineering at KCC can take the benefit of this. So we will share you the registration link as well as the guideline for the same after the registration process. So as I said, the objective of this scholarship program that we are offering is to provide the financial assistance to the talented and deserving student to meet their expense of the concerned technical degrees. It is fully based on the scholarship test students that we are going to conduct in our institute, and it is based on your CET or your JEE scores. So for more detail, you can visit our website or you can contact us on the given number which is on my screen. You can visit our website, that is kccemsr.edu.in, or you can visit our campus as well. So grab this opportunity, students, because if you remember the story of the grasshopper and the ants, the grasshopper who decided to spend his whole time in the summer to making a music and racing around, but the group of the ants who busily set the foods aside for the winter. So in that story, the grasshopper dies because of the cold. So he has no food and no shelter, but the ants who works hard, plans for the futures get rewarded. So never you put off the tasks that you need to be done today. Applying for the scholarship scheme is an intense and important process that can't be rushed at the end. So I will not say, students, this is the end of your journey with us, or this is the end of your this webinar. This is just a beginning, and register today for our scholarship program. We will mail you the schedule as well as the details soon on your register mail ID. For any query, you can feel free to contact us on the given mobile number, as well as you can visit our website. So, on behalf of KC College of Engineering and Management Studies and Research, I would like to say thank you to all our students, to our attendees, speakers, and the heads and the contributors. Thank you so much, students. Stay blessed and happy, and wish you all the best for your better future. Thank you.
Professor Manjusha.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I want to speak just for 2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Good afternoon to everyone. I am really glad to know that the sessions which has been delivered by my faculty member were extremely informative and useful, not only to undergraduates but the students who want to pursue their career in the field of engineering. As a whole, it was fun with full of knowledge of various streams of engineering. Dear friends, today is a very special day due to 3 reasons. Today is a Constitution Day. I convey my best wishes to all the citizens of India that India holds second largest democracy in the world. Today we have Kartik Ekadashi too. I also have a very best wishes to you all. And third reason because of which this day has become special is 26/11, that on the same day the terrorists attacked Mumbai. I salute to all the brave hearts who sacrificed their lives for the sake of saving the life of Mumbaikars. So moving to the presentation, as I told you, I feel proud to say that the faculty members owe the responsibility and delivered wonderful sessions on various fields of their expertise. It was their attempt to make the participants aware about the application of engineering in various fields, and in their session they have given more emphasis on live demo. So on the behalf of Institute and Honorable Management, I appreciate the efforts of all the resource persons, particularly Mr. Bhaktis, who delivered talk on AI chatbot and voice bot, Mr. Omkar, who delivered talk on develop and mobile application that can control electric bulb. Dr. Poulamidas, who delivered talk on Introduction to the World of Artificial Intelligence. Dr. Shobha, Password Detonation. Mansi Choshi Madam delivered World of Python with project demo. Madam Purnima, who delivered talk on IoT, in which she gave more emphasis on simulation of gas leakage detector. Professor Manjusha Shelke, very active faculty in IT department and representation of KC College as far as admission processes are concerned, delivered talk on social engineering attacks. Rajiv Iyer, line follower robot. Professor Vishal Pednekar, create 3D game, and Professor Amarja, who made all 12th standard students about the FC documentation process. So we all appreciate your efforts, and we wish that similar kind of presentations, seminars, webinars should be conducted for the students of our own college, for the students who are interested to gain the knowledge. So I also convey my sincerest thanks to all the participants who attended this program and got immense knowledge out of the 2 days resource persons. So thank you once again, and thanks to you all, isn't it? And thanks for your patient listening for my words. Thank you.